Mayor DERPY is soon to appear in office in Hypixel Skyblock, which is the perfect time to grind skills. In this video, I'm going to show you how to prepare for his arrival, so when the time comes, you're ready to go. If you don't know who Mayor DERPY is a special mayor that only appears every once in a while. His perks are quad taxes, which you have to pay 4 times the normal amount of taxes. So if you try to buy anything on the auction house or the bazaar during his time in office, you will be paying a significant amount of money just in taxes. All of the minions have double the output. All monsters have double the HP, and the greatest perk of all time is you gain 50% more skill XP. So let's get into how to prepare and what skills you should actually be focusing on leveling up. So the 3 easiest skills to level up while he is mayor is enchanting, alchemy, and carpentry. For enchanting, you have the experimentation table that you can place on your island. You have 3 uses, and every single time you play one of these, you can earn up to almost 1,000,000 XP. You should be doing your experimentation table daily. It's not something that you should only be doing during DERPY. I mean, if you aren't doing your experimentation table daily, then you're kind of throwing, because you can get books that are worth tens of millions of coins. So you should be doing your 3 charges every single day, but during DERPY you'll be getting a lot more XP from doing this, so that's why it's pretty high on my list of skills that you should be doing. The second skill you should be focused on is alchemy. Alchemy is by far one of the easiest skills to level up, and you can get a lot of skyblock XP from it, so it's definitely worth doing. Especially during DERPY, you won't be losing a lot of money from this. Right here I have my auto alchemy machine. I'll have a video linked down below for the one that I used. It just makes it so much easier. Instead of clicking on 500 different alchemy stands and brewing them, it does it automatically for you. Before DERPY gets into office, I would recommend you buy the materials for alchemy, because historically it's always been when DERPY is in mayor, the prices go up a little bit, so you'll be spending more money basically for nothing when you could have done it earlier. What I did to get to max alchemy was enchanted cookies, but you can also use enchanted sugarcane, which is a little bit more expensive. And I've seen people use enchanted gold blocks also, but personally, I would just go with enchanted cookies because it's the easiest and it's the cheapest. So essentially what my machine here does is you sit up here with your glass bottles, you fill them up. As they fill your inventory, they'll slide down this water chute here, fill up the chests. Here's the first brewing station. Up here you would have netherwort, and they would be brewed into awkward potions. The awkward potions would fill, go down here to the next brewing station where I would have enchanted cookies, and then it would come down here to the final brewing station where I would have glowstone dust, which would increase the sell value to NPC by a decent amount. Simple as that. Also, before you do alchemy and he gets into mayor, you should buy a couple of level 1 legendary sheep pets. Then while you're doing your alchemy and claiming your potions, you can level them up. And last but not least, we have the carpentry skill. I will be leveling this up during this DERPY because I haven't done the previous times, but there are a few different methods that you can use to level up this. It just depends on how much money you want to spend, and if you really care about losing money. The method that I'm going to use is crafting flawless gemstones. So I'll buy 80, I think it is, and then craft them into the flawless version. Doing this, I think, gives 80k XP by itself without DERPY in office. I've seen people use enchanted diamonds and craft them into enchanted diamond blocks. Now, if you don't really care about losing money, you can do the perfect chest plate crafting. You can go all the way up to tier 13, and if I'm not mistaken, if you craft all the way up to 13, you can get around 2 million XP, but that is going to cost you a lot of money. If you do the gemstone crafting, you won't be losing a lot of money. You might even make some money back if you do buy orders. Now, once you have all of these skills maxed during DERPY, you can either do some other skills that you don't really enjoy doing, like foraging and others, but this is just really the perfect time to grind skills. Now, with the minions having double the output, it is the perfect time to actually collect them. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Minions will have double the output. So if you log on the day of DERPY and go to your minions, also you can use fuel like hyper catalysts to increase the amount of resources that it outputs. So if it's by 4x during DERPY, it'll be 8 times the amount of resources outputted, which if you have the right minions will be making a lot of money. Now it's worth mentioning the 4 times the amount of taxes for the auction house and bazaar DERPY gets into office, or else you'll be paying an unnecessary amount of money just for taxes. You can list items to the auction house without a fee, but if you actually sell something and try to claim it, the fee will be applied to all the money you make. So I would wait until DERPY is over to actually collect your auction. Same applies with the bazaar, just so you get all your money and it doesn't get taken away by tax. But that's basically it. If you want to share some of your hidden strategies for DERPY, leave a comment below so others can see it. But yeah, that's basically it.